and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look you can see me wearing right now. It's sort of like a kind of half cut crease. Decided I'd give it a go. I don't know if I've really taken the cut up high enough, but I'm kind of thinking if I build up slowly it'll be less terrifying. I'm really not sure how I feel about this lip colour with it, but I do really like this lip colour. Whether or not the two go together, I'm still kind of undecided. I've not really got that much to say about it, but if you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. And if you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye! Hi guys, so I'm starting off today with the Ordinary's High Spreadability Fluid Primer. Really long name. Anyway, I actually really like it, and I'm just going to top off my T-zone with this NYX Angel Veil Primer. I find it's quite good for filling in pores. Not quite as good as the Professional, but it'll do for now. And I'm just going to use the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation. I actually really like this. I've mixed two shades together today because I am fake tanned a little bit, not that you could probably tell very much, but I just kind of wanted to custom mix a shade, and I'm applying this as usual with my beauty blender. I really cannot stress enough how good a beauty blender is. If you've got dry skin like me, it's kind of the only thing I apply my foundation with. I do try brushes now and again, but I always come back to my beauty blender. Here I'm just using the Pro Conceal from LA Girl, and I really like this as well, as you know if you've seen my favourites video, and I'm just going to spot conceal with this. This colour is probably just a tad light for me, but it's working for the moment. I tried something a little different because I do like to experiment with my makeup, and I decided to set my face without applying any concealer underneath my eyes because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do today, so I wanted to avoid any chance of fallout or anything like that underneath the eyes, so I thought I would leave my concealer for now but set the rest of my face just so that I didn't get any sort of movement in the foundation. I also then went over with this kind of powder puff. I didn't really add too much extra powder onto it, I just really wanted to press that powder into my skin. Here I'm just priming my eyes as usual with my MAC Painterly paint pot, and then I zoomed you guys in. Don't mind how dark it is. I was playing around with the settings on my camera, and it just every time I zoomed in the camera the exposure changed and things like that. I'm working on it, but this is what I had to deal with for now. So after I set my paint pot down with Tempera from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I then went in with a combination of raw sienna and burnt orange for my crease, and I just built this up really slowly in my crease. Then I took a slightly smaller brush, and right below that I added Warm Taupe, and I really wanted to focus this just slightly lower down in the crease just so that there was a really nice transition and a really kind of blown out smoky-ish look. I have a general idea of where I'm going to cut the crease, so that's where I want to kind of have the most intense pigment. I really am taking my time here. I have cut a fair amount out. I really did just blend and blend and blend and blend. I wanted it all to blend in seamlessly together. How many times can I say blend? Here I'm just taking Cypress Umber, and I've got this really small kind of fluffy-ish brush. It's got really long bristles on it, so it really does slowly build up the colour, and I'm just adding a little bit, blending it out, adding a little bit, blending it out, and I kind of almost have that cut crease effect going on just now, and I will then cut the crease in just a wee minute. To do this, I just took this teeny tiny little brush. I can't even think what kind of brush it is, but I will list it below, and I dipped back into my paint pot, and this was not easy. I really am going to need to find a better brush for this, maybe something that's a little bit stiffer, but just take your time. Really, here I could have gone higher. Because I have such hooded eyes, I'm kind of working up to it. I really did want to just kind of cut it really kind of naturally, or as close to my natural crease as possible, without kind of, you know, overdoing it if that makes any sense. So after I did that and I applied all my paint pot, I basically dipped into a little combination of Tempera and Vermeer from the same palette and applied that to my lid. I was going to do something more colourful, but I decided we'll stick to this for now, baby steps. And here I'm basically just taking that little brush again and blending everything together. I softened up the cut just a little bit, but I just went back and forth between Cypress Umber, Warm Taupe, and that lighter shades Vermeer, and just blended and blended and blended until you got that kind of smoky effect. Here I'm taking a lighter shade of the LA Girl Pro Conceal and concealing as normal. On a day-to-day basis, I would not conceal this much. I don't actually touch wood, have really dark circles, but I do find that I like to highlight with my concealer more than anything else. So when I'm applying my foundation, I don't really take it up underneath my eyes, and I save that for my concealer, if that makes any sense. And if you're anything like me and makeup does tend to kind of break up on you, or you know, it picks up dry patches or anything like that, maybe try that. If you don't put too much product underneath your eyes, it doesn't tend to crease as much. Here I'm just taking this big fluffy brush and setting my concealer down with my RCMA no colour powder. I just use this on my under eyes and anywhere I've put concealer. I don't tend to put it all over my face because I find it's just a little bit too drying for me. Here for bronzer I'm using my matte illusion from Bourgeois. Oh god, that's a mouthful. And just warming up my face and then dipping into Cool Porcelain from Makeup Geek. This probably is my favourite contour shade ever. I do want to try the Benefit Light, is it? But this I just absolutely love. And this is on a wee Real Techniques brush. It's actually a contour brush. And I'm just really lightly contouring my cheekbones, down the sides of my temples and underneath my chin. Then I took this fluffy, it's actually an eyeshadow brush, and just lightly dusted it on the sides of my nose. I am still working on my nose contour, but I like this for now. For blush, I'm grabbing Spellbound from Makeup Geek and just lightly dusting this over my cheeks. It does look a little bit intense here though, so I did pick up this dual fibre brush and just blend it out just a little bit. Then I'm grabbing my favourite highlighting palette, as you'll know if you've seen my favourites, and I'm mixing together Forever Young and Glow Getter, and I'm using this just everywhere. Maybe not everywhere, but I just absolutely love the glow, especially this colour combination gives off, if that makes any sense. And I'm hitting my cheekbones, down the very bridge of my nose, and I kind of curl it up around my eyebrow a little bit, and then just I tried a little bit on the Cupid's bow just for a change. Here I'm grabbing a teeny tiny little brush and picking up just Forever Young, yeah, and putting that on my inner corners. I love this highlighter as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. I just think that they're stunning. I haven't used them on the lid yet, but I think that'll be next on my list. Here I'm just going to work on the lower lash line, and basically I'm just taking all the shades I used on top and putting them on the bottom. You know the drill. I'm just going to use a slightly bigger brush as the shade gets lighter. Does that make any sense? As the shade gets darker, I will decrease the size of the brush. Basically, I'll put it closer to my lash line just so that I don't look like I've been punched in the face. Here I've got the Loreal Lash Architect. I decided not to wear falsies today and just stick to my natural lashes, and I applied that, and then I went over the top with the Maybelline Colossal lash. I'll list it below anyway. I do really like this combination of mascaras. Here I'm picking up the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balms. I'll list the shades below, but I love this combination together. I'm not sure on how it looks with this eye look, but I just went with it anyway. And that is this tutorial complete. I really hope you enjoyed, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye!